Welcome to Newton, Iowa for tonight's round of the FWM Arca Menards East Series. And we actually have a Arca Menards current driver, Mr. Chris Golden, up here. Chris, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, heck, I'm like a big girl at prom. I'm just happy to be here.
Ever since... of course, these viewers don't know, but I actually interviewed Chris on my podcast, Checker Flag Show, and he's been a good buddy of mine, and so glad to have you over at FWM. But, we announced when you were going Arca racing, but now, what's new?
Well, it's one of those deals. You can't race without funding, no matter how good you are. And turns out I'm pretty decent. I'm not great, but pretty decent. And we're looking for funding right now for IRP here coming up in a couple weeks. I personally will not be driving IRP, but we work really close as a team. And any funding that I bring for IRP, I get credit for my next race, which my next race currently, as you guys know, I have a dirt background. So my next race is going to be the dirt track in Springfield, Illinois, the 1 mile dirt track there. So we'll be running the Arca cars on dirt, and that'll be my next event.
Well, that's awesome, man. Your team owners turned into quite the local celebrity this last 2 weeks. But
yeah, I don't understand how he gets a $250 fine and then makes 10 times the profit. The guy is a genius.
Yeah, I tell you, when I read that big bill of Venturini came and personally handed him $100 bill, I was like, that says something right there for sure.
Yep, him and Big Willie both with the 3 car, but yeah, both of them came out there, and I was like, wow, that's something right there.
Yeah, definitely. So how? Let's talk about you did have one start this year at Berlin. Got a little TV time there.
Yeah,
I saw.
Not the way you want to, but it worked out that way.
Oh, man. Well, let me ask you this, Chris. How do you feel about your chances tonight at Iowa?
Oh, I'll be honest, man. 100% transparency. I am absolute dog doo-doo at Iowa. But I think I've proven so far this season, nothing against the other guys, but I think I'm the best at conserving tires. So in the long run, I may have a shot.
Well, that's awesome. But I know, okay, so we go to Iowa tonight, but I know for that championship race, you're licking your lips because that's your best track as we go to the world's fastest Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway. How do you feel about that?
I'm pumped about Bristol. I mean, as Philip Rivers says, it's going to be a good old-fashioned rear end whipping at Bristol.
Hey guys,
Hey,
I hate to jump in here, Chris, but I just want to let you know you might not be able to see this and Emmett either, but on the screen here I've kind of got a sponsor location and pricing decal pulled up here, showing I guess the locations for where your sponsors can go and that sort of thing. Do you have anything committed at this point, or is the car completely open and available for sponsorship everywhere?
At this point, currently, we have everything open. So far, we've got 3 or 4 different B post spots and and multiple C post spots that we can fill. So far, I've filled 1 of each of those. But as far as the rest of the car, it's pretty much open, and any spot that's over $500, we'll say, comes with a $100 pit pass. So there's lots and lots of different perks that go up. You get more and more perks with it's one of those things, the more you spend, the more you get type of deals.
Right.
So there's tons and tons of perks, sitting on the pit box, getting a headset to listen to our team communication, all the way up to even having dinner the night before the race with the team and the crew members and everyone, and being part of the crew member shirts. There's a lot we can do as far as marketing, I guess we can say. Say you have some customers that you need to sell. It's like, hey, why don't you guys go check out our race team? And we can definitely use that for a lot of companies will do that. A lot of business to business deals. It's a little bit of you see people licking their lips quite a bit when they say, oh, why don't you go check out our race car?
Right.
So it's a huge deal right there.
Absolutely. Well, I just want to let you know, us over at Leadfoot Racing, we're going to be purchasing a spot, hopefully on the B or C post. I know that Wayne Cannon and 4 Wide Motorsports here, they're looking at trying to get you some money as well to kind of get a spot on the car. But what we were hoping for is just getting you, some screen time here on our races and show what's available, talk with you a little bit, and hopefully we've got someone out there in the cyberspace that happens to be watching, that's got some deep pockets and looking to put a logo on a car. So we're trying to help you every way we know how.
Oh, for sure, man. I sure appreciate it more than you guys know. I mean, it's one of those deals. A lot of people go out and they're like, you know what? I got to go out and beat everybody. But I'm a realist, and it's just like, well, I don't have to go beat everybody. I just have to go out there and beat everybody that's ever been in the 86 car. So
absolutely.
Well, also, Chris, I gotta ask you, do you got any more of those burning rubber candles that you were showcasing the other day on social media?
Oh, I sure do. We've got we got 110 octane. We have some burnt rubber. We even have 2-cycle oil. I mean, over at Earth's Own, we're actually making Chris Golden's Grassroots Racing Box. It'll be available for purchase soon. It's going to have the 110 octane race fuel, the burnt rubber, beer, and she wouldn't let me call it what I wanted to call it. She called it Victory Champagne. But I'm calling it stripper glitter because it's in a sparkly jar.
Oh, okay.
Car's spinning out right now, qualified.
Man,
here's the thing. So this is a cool moment, because you were one of my guests on the Checker Flag Show, which sadly is no more. And you were trying to get me to be the hood sponsor or like my brother or something. And glad to see you're here. Like I said, we made the announcement live on the podcast that you were going Arca racing, and now look at where we are.
Here we are. Yeah,
I know, right?
Who would have thought that guy that went and bought his first race car in 2019 would end up in Arca 6 years later? That's pretty crazy.
It's awesome, man. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
But yeah, definitely. Well, Chris, we're going to let you go get settled in as qualifying has started, and we'll see you later tonight. Hopefully, we'll interview you in Victory Lane.
Hey, let's hope so, guys. I appreciate y'all. We'll see you later on.
Okay, good luck, Chris.
Thank you.
So,
and what?
Emmett,
and we got a minute.
Yeah, I was just fixing to say here. We got, well, I don't know. You go ahead, Emmett. Didn't mean to step on you there, brother.
So, we got a new thing cooking up at FWM. For the first time in FWM history, we will be running the full 2003 36 race schedule. It's going to be a season. It's going to be fixed setups. There's no more of that stupid playoff junk. There's no more stages. It's going to be 100%. It's going to be full on races. There's going to be an all-star race in the mid-season break. It's going to be the 2003 point system, and there is a 6 drop race limit for this season. If you can't make it, you only get 6 races. If you get to 7, you're done. But this will be ran on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern time, so 8 Central for all my Central time zone people. It's free to join, so go join our Discord, which we post a lot about, and you'll find more info. But other than that, we'll be right back with some great action. We're ready to get started here at Iowa Speedway. Back here live at Newton, Iowa for tonight's running. It's not the championship, but it will set the tone for the championship race at Bristol next week. And it's going to be Hunter Carlson, no doubt, on the pole. Lined up on his outside is going to be Wayne Cannon in row 1. Row 2 will feature Joshua Tressler, lined up next to Lenny Brown in the fourth position. Row 3 will feature Bradley Young in 89, lined up next to Yogi Schleer on the outside. Row 4 will be Landon Brown, lined up next to Austin Cansdale on the outside. Row 5 will be Chris Golden, lined up next to Jared Berlin on the outside. And as we look further back in row number 6, it'll be Chris Norris, lined up next to Sean Ramsey on the outside. And Daniel Mindfood Jones will be the complete of the field. This race is scheduled for 150 laps, and we're looking for some great racing tonight. As I would ask my partner, Mr. Scott Shives, but unfortunately Scott is not here. But I'm glad to be right back here with y'all. Took a week off, and props to Cody Dimmers and Scott Shives for getting this thing going. But it's back, it's here. And we got one race to go, folks. So here we go as they roll out. I just want to mention also, if you missed the announcement, there was an announcement made today, hot off the press. For the first time in FWM history, we are running the full 2003 36 race schedule in a season. This is a fixed setup season. There's no playoffs. There's no stages. It's running all the way through. Mid-season, we're going to have the All-Star race. It's going to be the 2003 point system. It'll be the Gen 4, both the Monte Carlo and Ford Taurus. Now, you do get a 6-drop race for this season, but if you go to 7, you're done. It'll be broadcasting right here on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Feel free, come join. You could go to our Discord. There'll be more info. And with that being said, it's about time to go. As the pace car hits pit road, we're getting ready for 150 laps right here at beautiful Iowa Speedway. Let's getting this thing set up, as they're coming through. Here we go. All right. Pace car hits pit road. It's time to go racing. as here comes Hunter Carlson to lead them to the green flag, and we are underway here at Iowa. Oh man, we got a little loose right there coming off there, but here we go. Hunter Carlson will lead the first lap. Oh, sorry, Wayne Cannon will lead the first lap as Wayne Cannon was able to take the lead. Let's go back and look at that and see how Wayne Cannon was able to get the lead, because I saw a car getting way loose over here. Hold on, folks. Let's see what happened here. Let's see. Well, actually, it's going to be, he just drove right past him. So Wayne Cannon will lead lap number 1. And that's big for Cannon, as he's going to set the fastest lap already as we hit lap number 3. Wayne Cannon will start to pull away just by a little bit as we look at our timing module. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to get this showing. As Wayne Cannon is starting to pull away. And he's going to set another fast lap as he's jumped out to a 0.5 of a second lead over our second place driver of Hunter Carlson. Hunter Carlson has been the class of the field here in the Arca Menard Series. And that's going to bring out our first caution of the day. Let's see what it was. Let's see. Try to take a look and see what could have brought out the caution. It might have been, it looks like it could have been, let's see right here. This is probably what brought it out. You see Lenny Brown. Huh. I'm not showing anything. I think that was just an Iracing caution, folks. Actually, Hunter Carlson threw that caution flag. What happened? Oh, there it is right there. There it is. Lenny Brown got into the wall right there, right in front of Bradley Young and them, and I believe that's what brought out the caution. We'll have to find out, but so that's gonna, so now that brings out our first caution of the day on lap number 7. Lap number 5. Sorry. Excuse me. So Wayne Cannon's gonna be your leader, followed by Hunter Carlson, Joshua Tressler, who did a great job qualifying this week, by the way. Daniel Jones. I mean, not Daniel Jones. Yogi Schler. Sorry, my timing module moved. Lenny Brown in 5th. Austin Canstone 6th. 7th's going to be Bradley Young in the 89. Landon Brown in 8th. 9th, Chris Golden. 10th is, I believe, let's see. 10th is Daniel Jones. Yep. Chris Norris and Gerald Berlin will round out the field. So maybe there was a little contact. I couldn't see anything. But you know what's all right, so we'll look and see as we take a look at Gerald Berlin coming on pit road. I don't see any damage. That's very odd, but I did see Lenny Brown hit the wall pretty hard, so that could have brought out the caution. But yeah, we go back here as they work under caution. And folks, we just want to take some time out. If you missed our pre-race interview with Mr. Chris Golden, driver of the 86 Arca Menards Ford Mustang. Well, Chris is looking for funding to keep running this, to keep this dream alive of being a race car driver. And I mean, it's not cheap running in NASCAR. And Chris is looking just for if you're looking for any opportunity to get your business out there, or maybe just put a name on there, or you've always wanted to put a logo on a car, this is your opportunity. He's got many options, and looking forward to it. We're trying to get our old buddy Chris to, I believe, Springfield, so that's where we're trying to get him next, and every little bit helps. So
Emmett, I'm stepping in here, buddy. One thing I forgot to ask Chris a while ago when we were doing an interview with him, do you know any kind of social media or anything like that? Does he have a website that you know of that maybe somebody could go to and get more information about this other than this broadcast?
Yes, you can go. I believe he has a Facebook page, just Chris Golden. And that's where he's been doing a lot of his social media marketing at, as we go back green, as Wayne Cannon's going to be your leader. But yeah, that's where he's been doing a lot of his marketing. He's been on TikTok, but where you're getting, or you can even go look at Club Motors. I think it's Club Motorsports, I think, on Facebook, which that's the team. That's the race team right there. Which Alex Club is the driver and owner of. But there's a lot of places to get info, Tracy. So, yeah,
okay.
Great point. I totally forgot to ask him too.
Okay, I'll let you get back to it, man.
All right, so here we go. As Hunter Carlson's going to take back the lead from, never mind. He'll get his first lead since lap 1 of this race, as Hunter Carlson takes back the lead from Wayne Cannon. Look at Yogi Schleer. Yogi Schleer moving up to the top, trying to find some grip. He's found some grip. Oh, he's going to just brush the wall just a little bit. Not going to hurt the car at all. But Yogi Schleer driving a great race. And look at Joshua Tressler. Joshua Tressler, he had a little tough time with the mini stocks when we ran them, but he's really improved in these Arca cars each and every week. But yeah, Hunter Carlson continuing to lead. Hunter Carlson, you look at him and you might think he's a shoo-in for that championship, but not so fast, my friend. These guys are on it. I mean, we could get an upset win tonight, and that could just throw another nail into that conversation. But it's going to be interesting for sure if somebody is able to get that first win of the year and lock themselves into that championship battle next week at Bristol. But meanwhile, Hunter Carlson continues to lead. Wayne Cannon is right there, riding along in second position. But Yogi Schleer and Joshua Tressler are battling for this third position. And now Schleer's going to get the advantage with Lenny Brown. Man, Lenny Brown, I thought he got it in good right there. But Lenny Brown, of course, the father of Landon Brown, who drives the 5, and the brother of our producer, Mr. Tracy Brown. So it's a family affair here at FWM. But as we see right here, as Hunter Carlson continues to lead, Wayne Cannon is catching each and every lap. Wayne Cannon, I tell you, he got a new sim rig this weekend, got the new setup, got a new PC. Everything's new, and it's really looking forward like he's turned a new leaf. Wayne Cannon has, and great to see Wayne running great. Of course, Wayne Cannon, the outspoken president and founder, not co-founder, founder of the 4Wide Motorsports. So without Wayne Cannon, we wouldn't be here, folks. And we sure wouldn't have a great league like FWM. But as you look right here, the battle for the lead is really heating up between Carlson. But look at Lenny Brown. Lenny Brown getting in there on the high side, trying to show him up right here. He's side by side. Oh, hard contact. Austin Cansdale goes around. And it looks like, man. And it looks like Joshua Tressler got loose. Let's see real quick. We're going to take another look at this. Man, that was a tough hit. And I feel for Yogi Schlier. Yogi has been running great, but just something always happens for some reason. All right, let's take a look right here as we ride with Joshua Tressler. Joshua Tressler right here. Oh, yeah, got loose right there. Man, that's just a tough break for Tressler and Yogi Schlier and the championship contender, Austin Cansdale. Man. So that'll bring out our second caution of the day on lap 19. So it'll be interesting now to see what happens. But Hunter Carlson's going to be your leader. Lenny Brown was able to take over, I believe he took over the second position. Yeah, Lenny Brown to the number 2 spot. So he is able to get out in front of Wayne Cannon at the time of caution. So move Lenny Brown into second. Wayne Cannon third. Joshua Tressler fourth. Daniel Jones. Looks like Daniel Jones has moved all the way up to the 5th position. And Bradley Young in 6th. Wow, great run from these guys for sure early on. Working a couple pace laps. Some nice looking paint schemes as we cycle through. Hunter Carlson got a great looking 32 machine as he often does. Lenny Brown going with the green 83. I love that scheme. Kind of the GoDaddy throwback looking. Wayne Cannon rocking the old Kevin Harvick. I believe that is the 2003 throwback. I can't remember for sure. Yogi Schlier, of course, it's another Ryan Blaney, but this time it's the honeycomb body armor. Looking spiffy. Austin Cansdale throwing it back to the 33 Budweiser machine of, I believe that might be Austin Dillon. I can't remember for sure, folks. Daniel Jones rocking the Sunny D 17 as he often does. Bradley Young rocking the Studio 86-89 car. Landon Brown rocking his patriotic theme from a couple weeks ago. Great looking ride right there. Jared Berlin. Yeah, exactly. Rocking the Little Caesar scheme. And Chris Golden rocking his official scheme that he ran at Berlin in the Arca E series, in the Arca Menard series. All right, so here we go. We're getting ready to go green as the lights are out on the pace car. Your leader is going to be Hunter Carlson, followed by Lenny Brown, followed by Wayne Cannon, followed by Yogi Schlier. So Yogi was able to keep his position. So that was that's good news for sure. I thought Yogi had more damage, but I forgot. They do get 2 fast repairs. And here we go. Green flag is back out here at Iowa. Hunter Carlson's going to get a great restart, and he's going to jump out to a huge lead. Meanwhile, the battle for second and third is heating up. I mean, for fourth, sorry, excuse me. As now we see Yogi Schlier. And Yogi's losing a little bit of ground. That high line just hasn't come into play yet as it came in later on in that long run that he had as Daniel Jones is battling with Yogi Schlier. A couple UNCW racing teammates right there of the 17 and the 12. As now we look further back, and now you got Landon Brown battling Bradley Young. Oh, and there goes the 7 of Chris Norris around. And we stay green, no caution yet. Hunter Carlson continued to lead Lenny Brown in second. Lenny Brown is right up on the back bumper of Hunter Carlson. Here we go, folks. This is getting exciting right here. All right, so, and they're going to throw the caution. as Austin Cansdale has went around. Let's take a look and see what happened to Austin Cansdale. I think he just got loose. Yep. Just got loose. Man. So that'll bring out our third caution of the day, as it occurs on lap 26. Tough break for Austin Cansdale, though. Austin's been doing great in these in the series, as Wayne Cannon has told the field that he's coming in this time. So that'll be interesting for sure. Let's see if there's any other drivers that enter pit road. Yogi Schleier's coming in. Oh, Bradley Young with the fake out along with Landon Brown. So that'll put that'll move them up in positions. But your front oh, and Wayne Cannon with the fake. I did not see that. I just saw where Wayne Cannon did not pit. So Wayne Cannon comes out with the fake. Man, a lot of faking out people, but Yogi Schleier did come in, as we see him on pit road right now. And we're hearing some audio between everybody, and Chris Golden loved it. He loved it, chuckling. I can't say what he said on the radio, but yeah. Yep. But here we go, as we work lap number 28. Hunter Carlson's going to be your leader, followed by Lenny Brown, followed by Wayne Cannon, followed by Daniel Jones, followed by Bradley Young, followed by Landon Brown. And then we have Chris Golden, Gerald Berlin, Yogi Schleier, who just pitted, Joshua Tressler, Austin Cansdale, and Chris Norris, who brought out that last caution. Well, I thought he brought out the last caution, but actually Austin Cansdale brought out the last caution. But Chris Norris did spin out prior to that caution coming out. But here we go, folks. We're coming to lap 29 of 150. We've only had 3 cautions, so not too bad. Actually, it looks like we're going to get one more pace lap. Wow. And we hear some communication. Jared Berlin just told Chris Golden to come get some pizza, so that'll be interesting for sure. And I wonder why we're not going green. Now I see the pace. That was the one to go. Sorry, I got a little excited. But so here we go, working down the backstretch. They'll line up double file. You got Hunter Carlson lined up on his outside. It's going to be Lenny Brown, then Wayne Cannon with Daniel Jones on the outside, then Bradley Young, then Landon Brown on the outside, then Chris Golden and Jared Berlin on the outside. And then our cars that pitted, Yogi Schleier on the inside, Austin Cansdale on the outside, Chris Norris, and bringing up the rear is going to be Joshua Tressler. And Wayne Cannon, a little bit of a blinking, and that kind of shuffled the field up, as Lenny Brown had to get out of the gas, and that stacked up the outside line. Oh man, Daniel Jones into the wall. But here we go. They're almost 3 wide, as Daniel Jones coming back hard charging on that high side. He's charging and launching and charging. Oh man, Wayne Cannon and Lenny Brown, great running. Cannon, I don't know how that car did not wreck. I mean, that car was sideways, folks. But here we go. As now we see Bradley Young trying to get past Daniel Jones. See Chris Golden right here. Chris Golden running around. Gets around, now making his way up towards the field. in sixth position, but Landon Brown is right there. Here comes Landon Brown. He'll shoot to the inside, trying to make the position. Here comes Landon Brown. The battle for six is heating up as Landon Brown is able, not quite to clear him. Chris Golden powers back on the outside. Now looking further up at the front of the field. As we see right here. Hold on a second. Hunter Carlson continuing to lead. Lenny Brown and Wayne Cannon are still battling for that number 2 spot. 34 laps down. And it's been a great race for second and on back. As now we see that Ford from second to fourth are side by side. But now Daniel Jones trying to get around Bradley Young. But here comes Wayne Cannon on the inside. Wayne Cannon's going to shoot to the inside. He'll try to get around Lenny Brown. He's going to get into Brown. They touched. Oh, man. I don't think they touched, but it looked like they did. Oh, man. As here goes Hunter Carlson. He's going to drive off now. He's jumped out to a 7/10 of a second lead over the second place driver of Wayne Cannon. Wayne Cannon and Lenny Brown, this battle is not over yet. As we're looking at this battle right here for the second position, now Wayne Cannon is able to put a little distance between him and Lenny Brown. But that will make Wayne Cannon in the second position, and he's got his eyes set on Hunter Carlson. Now we look further back with Landon Brown, Chris Golden, and Yogi Schleer battling for that sixth position. Chris Golden going to drive her down into the bottom, trying to make it stick, but Yogi Schleer with those new tires, he's going to try that high side. He's going to get around Golden, and he's going to try to get around Landon Brown, excuse me. As here we go, Yogi Schleer trying to get around. Now he's just going to follow in his tire tracks as Landon Brown holds on to the sixth position. But as we look back at the leaders, hold on 1 second. Hunter Carlson continues to lead. He's jumped out to a second and 2/10 lead over Wayne Cannon. So Carlson, Daniel Jones into the wall. Man, we'll have to let's take a look at that real quick. Let's see if we can catch it real quick. As we see right here. Yeah, I don't think it was taking a look right here I don't think he might not have hit the wall. It looked like it. I caught it out of the corner of my eye, so I had to go back and look. But yeah, it looks like he didn't hit the wall, so we'll keep it going as Landon Brown continuing to hold on to that sixth position. Yogi Schleer is going to shoot up to the high side, trying to get some momentum. 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, that's what it was. Daniel Jones just got way high into the marbles, but he did not clip that wall. Great driving by Daniel Jones not to make contact with the wall. But meanwhile, Hunter Carlson continuing to lead. As here we go. Carlson has jumped out to about 1.5 second lead over Wayne Cannon. So a second and a half. And I don't know if there's anybody that can catch him, guys. I really don't. As we see right here, riding on, as we got the onboard for Carlson. He's just out there on a Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon drive. Man, he is just dominating this race, folks. But now look further back as Lenny Brown has gotten back here with Daniel Jones and Austin Cansdale. This is a battle for fifth, excuse me. As we look right here, as Daniel Jones tries to make the move on the outside, Landon Brown able to just Lenny Brown got into Austin Cansdale just the slightest bit. Oh, man. And Austin Cansdale is not happy. Let's take another look at the replay. I don't think that was intentional. I think Lenny just got a little loose. Gerald Berlin took the hardest hit out of this thing, but that'll bring out our fourth caution. And Lenny Brown, now we hear Lenny Brown apologizing to Austin Cansdale. So maybe that will calm Cansdale down, but Cansdale was, he was heated on the mat. Oh man, Yogi Schleer, after making that pit stop, gets a little damaged. And so we'll see Yogi Schleer come in, as we'll see everybody else come in this time. Everybody gets them down. And I think this is a good moment for us to take our first commercial break. We'll be right back right here on Elevated TV. Back here live at Newton, Iowa, at Iowa Speedway for the FWM Arca East Series. And we want to just take this time, as you see on the screen. If you haven't heard, it was announced today that FWM, for the first time in history, will run the full 2003 36 race schedule season. It'll be fixed setups. It'll be Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, broadcasted. No playoffs, no stage. It's just going to be just good old-fashioned old Winston Cup racing. There'll be an all-star race at the mid-season point. They're going to run the 2003 point system, so that's going to be interesting. You do get a 6-drop race limit for the season, so if you hit 7, you're out. But you can go on our Discord and you can find out all that information. All right, thank you. And here we go, back here live as we're going green, as we see Hunter Carlson get a good restart. He'll shoot back out to the lead. But here comes Landon Brown, who made up those positions on pit road. Wow, Landon Brown's going to shoot into the number 2 spot, as here he comes trying to battle Carlson. Here comes Brown. He's going to try to get up to the back bumper. Can't do it through 3 into 4. Now he'll shoot up to the high side. Carlson blocks. Here comes Brown with the crossover. Can't get it right there. Lane Cannon's sitting and waiting in the weeds. sitting there like a cat waiting to pounce. As now we see right here, here comes Joshua Tressler. He's made up a whole lot of positions, and he made them up on pit road. But look at Daniel Jones battling with Chris Golden right here. As we see lap number 52 goes on the board. Hunter Carlson continue to lead. We got a fastest lap. It's going to be Hunter Carlson with the fastest lap of the race so far. And now he's starting to pull away from Landon Brown as he's jumped out to a 4/10 of a second lead. And he got a huge jump right there as he's jumped out now to 5/10 of a second lead over our second place driver of Landon Brown. Wayne Cannon is on it to this tonight, boys. I'm telling you. Look at Wayne Cannon. He's trying to battle Landon Brown for the second position right here, as we see. As you see live here on Elevated TV. And Joshua Tressler running around in fourth. Bradley Young is coming up there to battle him for fourth. So the battles are really intensifying. The racing is intensifying. And now we see right here as Daniel Jones and Chris Golden battling, they're going to catch up to Bradley Young. So this is almost a three-way battle for the fifth position, as Daniel Jones is going to shoot into the number 6 spot as he gets around Chris Golden. But here we go. Here comes Jones. Jones going to go to the high side of Young. Can't get there. Golden coming back fast on the high side. And it looks like our trading pace might have adjusted or something, because there's a Chase Elliott car out there. And I believe that is Chris Norris driving the Chase Elliott, the Napa 9. That car went from being the mystery machine to the Napa machine for Chase Elliott. But that's crazy. All right, here we go. As now Yogi Schleer is going to shoot to the inside, trying to get around the 7 of Chris Norris, but it's the 9 on the track. It's a little hard to call, folks, but you know, you got to make do. As we see Lenny Brown fighting back on after going to the tail end for that last caution, battling with Gerald Berlin. Hunter Carlson continuing to lead as we see Chris Golden get around Daniel Mindfood Jones for the 6th position as Carlson continues to lead. Now Cannon has gotten around Landon Brown meanwhile, as now we see Tressler got a little loose coming off that turn and almost got into Landon Brown right there, as Joshua Tressler is going to try to go to the outside. Lap 59 on the board, as now we see Tressler trying to get that 3rd position away from Landon Brown right here. These guys are really battling hard, and we're only 59 laps into this race, 60 laps into this race, excuse me. As now we see Chris Golden trying to take the 5th position away from Bradley Young. And while we have Chris Golden right there, we're going to show something up on the screen. Chris Golden, if you haven't heard and you missed the pre-race interview, Chris Golden is a blue-collar, good old boy that is trying to do it without the riches, trying to go from rags to riches. I mean, a real great career story. And he's looking, he needs sponsorship, folks. So if you have a business and you want to get some publicity or get your name out, or just put your face on the car, we don't care. But we just want to see Chris succeed, and we're trying to get him over to Springfield to run that race. So any little bit helps. You can go on Chris's Facebook page, Chris Golden, and there'll be more info. You can shoot him a message on there and tell him that you heard about it right here on the FWM Arca East Series broadcast right on Elevated TV. And just we're just looking to help our buddy out. Pretty cool to have an actual Arca Series driver in this league. And you see right here, this is the 86 Ford Mustang that he did run at Berlin. So great to see him running this, and hopefully we'll see it at Springfield for sure. But all right, here we go. Back to the race. Hunter Carlson continued to lead. He's jumped out to a second and a 1.0, not 10, now 1.10 second lead over Wayne Cannon in second. Lap 65 goes on the board as Wayne Cannon continues to ride around in second. Great run for Wayne Cannon, by the way. If you haven't heard, Wayne Cannon this weekend got a new sim rig, got a new PC, and has turned over a new leaf in his iRacing career so far. I mean, the first race out of the box, and he's running in second position, so that tells you something. As we see Chris Golden getting around Joshua Tressler, I believe that is for the fourth position. So Chris Golden started to make a charge towards the front. But as we work lap number 66, Hunter Carlson continued to lead as we see Bradley Young battling with Daniel Jones now for the sixth position. Bradley Young able to hold on to the position for the moment, but they've caught up to Joshua Tressler for the fifth position. Here comes Daniel Jones. He'll shoot to the inside. Daniel Jones for the sixth. Can he clear it? Yes, he does. Daniel Jones goes to P6. So Daniel Jones moved him up to P6. Bradley Young in seventh. And Austin Cansdale riding around in eighth. Tough break for Austin Cansdale. You know, this is the next to last. I mean, we have 2 races left. Well, now it'll just be Bristol when we leave Iowa. And a tough break for the championship contender of Austin Cansdale. This is going to hurt him in points for sure. But now we see right here as Daniel Jones shoots to the inside. And but Bradley Young's shoots to the outside. Bradley Young's going to use the inside line now to try to take away the position. And Austin Cansdale's right there. We have a 3-way battle for 6th, folks. This is for 6th position. These guys are just giving it all they got each and every lap, including our leader, Mr. Hunter Carlson, who has jumped out to a 2-second lead now over Wayne Cannon. Sorry, y'all, had to get a little bit of water in me. But yeah, look at Wayne Cannon right here riding around in second as Landon Brown is catching up to Wayne Cannon each and every lap. So be interesting to see if we can get that position. As meanwhile, Bradley Young holding on as he's going to take the 6th position away from Daniel Jones, and Austin Cansdale is going to follow right behind Young and take away 7th from Jones. So I don't know what happened to Daniel Jones, but he finds himself from 6th to 8th. So there must be some handling issues or something for the 17 machine of Daniel Jones. But meanwhile, Austin Cansdale has caught up to Joshua Tressler. So don't count out that 33 Budweiser machine for sure. Austin Cansdale, a Tennessee driver, one of the only ones in iRace that are competing in iRacing on FWM, but not one of the only ones in FWM completely. But yeah, Austin Cansdale is going to move. And oh man, Joshua Tressler goes around off the front of Bradley Young's nose. So that'll bring out our 5th caution of the day. We'll take another look right here. You just look right here. Yeah. Oh, Tressler just moved up. And when he moved up, he didn't see Bradley Young there and came across his nose, and that's how he went around. Tough damage, though, on that front end of that 20 machine. But that'll bring out our 5th caution of the day as we work lap number 75. And it's been a great race. Only 5 cautions. So here we go now. lap 70, working lap number 76, and we'll see everybody come in, including our leader, Hunter Carlson, hits pit road. Wayne Cannon hits pit road. Landon Brown, along with Chris Golden, all on pit road. And while these pit stops are getting put underway, I think we're going to take our second commercial break. We'll be right back right here on Elevated TV. Back here live at Newton, Iowa. We're hearing a little chatter about they're talking about the pace truck. I guess somebody's like right up on it, as Chris Golden's going to actually be in the number 2 spot. Austin Cansdale's going to jump to number 3. Landon Brown 4th. 5th is going to be Gerald Berlin. 6th is going to be Joshua Tressler. I think Wayne Cannon actually slid through his pit box, but we did have a speeding penalty. Bradley Young. As here we go, folks, going back underway. When they hit the line, there'll be 72 laps to go here at Iowa. Right off the bat, Hunter Carlson gets another great restart. He'll shoot into the lead, goes up to the high side to block off the momentum. Austin Cansdale will move in front of Chris Golden to take away the 2nd spot. Landon Brown in the number 4 spot. Here comes Golden. Golden's going to get to the bottom now. He's going to try to take away 2nd from Cansdale. Here comes Landon Brown. Oh, Gerald Berlin is spinning, and that's going to bring out a caution flag with 71 laps to go. Man. As we see Gerald Berlin. Let's take a look and see what okay, so now we get to see what happened, and it just looked like just got loose. So Gerald Berlin, and what a save. He did not do a full 360. That car was drifting right there, but brings out our 6th caution of the day. And now with 70 laps to go, this is going to get interesting for sure. Man, what a race we've had so far, though. This is only the 6th caution of the day. Oh, man. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but I just heard the thunder rolling, and must be getting some weather here in the great in here in my neck of the woods. But right now, it's beautiful here at Iowa Speedway as we see Carlson still has the lead as we come to 69 laps to go this time by. In second will be Austin Cansdale, was able to hold on to the number 2 spot. I don't know about that. I think Chris Golden might be trying to protest, but I think actually he's just going to fall into the number 2 spot. So it looks like they might. Well, no, they're there they go. They're gridding up. Oh man, if y'all could only hear the radio, somebody thinks that the pace truck drivers had a little too many choice beverages, and I guess he's accelerating and decelerating very quick. But Austin Cansdale is going to be in the number 2 spot. Hunter Carlson is going to be your leader. Landon Brown and Chris Golden. And actually, they are going to go single file. So, Hunter Carlson's your leader. Austin Cansdale second. Chris Golden third. Landon Brown in fourth. Fifth would be Wayne Cannon. Sixth would be Daniel Jones. Seventh, Yogi Schleer. Eighth will be Bradley Young. Ninth, Joshua Tressler. 10th, Chris Norris. 11th, Lenny Brown. 12th, Jared Berlin. And out of the race, he never made a lap, Sean Ramsey. All right, folks, here we go. I don't even know who Sean Ramsey is, but here we go, folks. We'll get ready to go right here. They're going to go single file. They're going to stack them up right here. See if they do. Yep, they stack them up as Hunter Carlson gets back on the green. Pedal it, go! Green flag back here at Iowa. As now we see Hunter Carlson, he's going to get away from the field just for a moment, but here comes Cansdale. Now Cansdale under fire from Chris Golden. Chris Golden trying to get to the inside. He can't do it just for a moment. Here he goes. He's trying to get there. Oh, man, can't get there. But now here comes Landon Brown. Landon Brown trying to take the number 3 spot away from Chris Golden. Here we go, folks. This is what it's come down to. What a drive from Austin Cansdale. And it looks like we have a drive-through penalty. Somebody jumped the restart is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that somebody might have jumped the restart. We're not quite sure yet. Let's see. We're looking. Nope. Never mind. I thought somebody jumped the restart. But here we go. 65 laps to go as they hit the line. Hunter Carlson continuing to lead. Followed by Austin Cansdale, but it's the battle for second heating up between Cansdale and Golden. Golden trying to get to the inside. He'll shoot to the inside, trying to get the momentum. Can't get it. Can't get it. No, I can't. As here comes Landon Brown. He'll try to battle Golden now for the 3rd spot. This is a 3-way battle for the number 2 spot. Why that's going on? Hunter Carlson has checked out from the rest of the field. But here we go. Here comes Golden. Golden's going to shoot to the inside. He'll try to get alongside of Cansdale. Can't do it. Just can't do it. He'll follow Cansdale as they hit the line. 62 laps to go in this race. Now here comes Golden. He's trying to get to the inside of Cansdale. Oh, Cansdale into the wall. That's going to allow Golden to get alongside of him. Now Golden trying to clear Cansdale. Golden trying to get up on him. Car washes up the track. It's going to be Cansdale. Hits the wall. Just barely, not hard contact that time, but here comes Golden on the inside. He's able to get the momentum. Can he just get the roll off the corner on the corner exit? He can't do it. For the moment, Cansdale holds on to the number 2 spot. But here comes Golden. He's trying to get to the inside, trying to use that inside line. Cansdale's already had trouble as he hit the wall twice now. But here comes Golden. Golden trying to get enough side draft just to get in front of Cansdale. Can't do it. He just can't do it. He's right alongside. Now he gets alongside of him just for a moment. Here he goes. Chris Golden trying to take away the number 2 spot. And he'll just tuck in behind him and follow through as now we hit the line. 59 laps to go in this race. Here comes Golden as we ride on board with him right here. Chris Golden in the 86 machine trying to take the number 2 position away from Austin Cansdale. And all this is going on as Hunter Carlson is checked out to a 0.8 of a second lead. Oh, Landon Brown hard in the wall. Here comes Golden. Golden's going to drive to the inside. Golden trying to get alongside of Cansdale. Here comes Golden. He'll shoot to the inside. Now he'll get alongside. Drag race down the backstretch. Only for a moment as Cansdale's able to pull away for a second. Here comes Golden. Now he's got the oh man, it's going to be Cansdale for a second at the line. 57 laps to go now. Chris Golden's not giving up. Here he goes. He's going to try to drive it into the bottom and hope she sticks. He'll follow him now. Here he goes, Diamond in the corner, trying to get some little advantage. But Austin Cansdale, that car is just too good on that high side. Here he goes. He got to move right here as Chris Golden's going to move. Oh, man, I thought he was going to roll past him as it looked like he was about to rocket past him. As here we go. Golden trying to get alongside. He's gotten alongside of him just a little bit, but he'll just follow back in line. He's trying to find what line works the best. I think he doesn't want to use the bumper, but it might come down to the moment where he has to use the bumper, as Wayne Cannon has gotten away around Landon Brown for the number 4 spot. As here comes Golden, as he'll try to get to the inside. All this going on is Hunter Carlson is just checked out completely from the field. Here comes Golden. He's trying to get alongside of Cansdale. And now Golden's going to have to drift up. And, oh, he got up to the high side because he was trying to go to the high line. That's going to allow Wayne Cannon to take it away the number 3 spot. I think he's saving his tires as he backed way out of the gas right there. But all this going on as Hunter Carlson has jumped out to a 2.5 lead over Austin Cansdale. Now Chris Golden able to take the number 3 spot back away from Wayne Cannon for the moment. Wayne Cannon going to do the crossover on the inside. Oh, boys, hold on to him. Oh, man. How did those boys not wreck? Great driving from both of them. Chris Golden's going to take the number 3 spot meanwhile, but look at this. He's right back up on Austin Cansdale trying to take the number 2 position. Here we go. 51 laps to go in the race. As now we see right here, Landon Brown trying to get alongside Wayne Cannon for the number 4 position. As Golden is going to be able to drive right up next to Cansdale. He's trying to get alongside of him. Here he goes. He's going to get alongside of him. I think he's just going to get him to drift up just a hair, but Cansdale, man, that car is just too good on that high side. But now Cannon under fire from Landon Brown. As now we see Golden go to the high side. That's going to allow Wayne Cannon to try to take the number 3 spot away, but Chris Golden hanging tough on that high side and that bottom. As now we see Chris Golden gets in front of Wayne Cannon, able to drive off and try to catch up to the 33. Meanwhile, Hunter Carlson has pulled out to a 2.0 2 lead over Austin Cansdale and the rest of the field. Austin Cansdale holding on to that number 2 spot. 47 laps to go. There's still time for Golden if he wants that number 2 spot. Meanwhile, Landon Brown trying to pull the old crossover on Wayne Cannon for the number 3 spot, as Landon Brown's going to pull alongside of him. Now Landon will drive her deep into the corner. He's got a clearing. Spotter says clear. Door bumper clear. Landon Brown moves into the number 3 position. But now here comes Wayne Cannon with the crossover trying to make it stick. He's going to get up to his corner panel. But I think Landon Brown's going to have the better drive off the corner. And he does. As we saw, that high side is really great at defending positions. As we saw Austin Cansdale defend from Chris Golden. But here we go. 45 laps to go. We're looking at these guys and we're wondering what's going to happen. As Lenny Brown has called it quits and is officially out of the race. So he will be our second car out of the race. Now they're catching up to Yogi Schleer and Daniel Jones. As we look at Yogi Schleer right here. Still got quite a bit. And then Daniel Jones. Look at those wheels. Those are orange chrome wheels, folks. Yogi Schleer. Great looking scheme. If you want to play baseball and you have MLB The Show, then you need to get with Mr. Yogi Schleer. He loves MLB. Great guy. You know, we actually played last night for the first time in a long time, and I actually hit a walk-off home run. So it was a great game, but yeah, great camaraderie, and that's what I love about FWN, just the friendship and the brotherhood and the bonds that we have with this league. All right, as Hunter Carlson has still jumped out to a 2.3 second lead over the field. Chris Norris trying to battle with Jared Berlin right here. And Berlin able to hold on to the position on the inside. As we work, coming to 40 laps to go this time by. You see right here. Here come the leaders. As Hunter Carlson is continuing to lead. Now, this is interesting. That lead is shrunk to a 2.5 second lead over Austin Cansdale, but look right here. There's a big gap as we see Yogi Schleer hitting pit road. Yogi was having a good run going, but after Joshua Tressler got loose, caught the bad end of that wreck, and that car just hasn't been the same since. Unfortunately, as now we see Landon Brown trying to pull alongside of Chris Golden for the number 3 spot. Chris Golden hanging tough on that inside line. As now we see Brown really pull it up to Golden, Landon Brown. As Hunter Carlson continues to lead. Meanwhile, as we hit the stripe, it's going to be 37 to go. And I know the broadcast, the viewers, and everybody at home watching this is hoping for a caution, but I'll tell you one guy that is not hoping for a caution, and that is Mr. Hunter Carlson in that 32 Fast Angry Racing Team. I had to think about the acronym there for a minute, which, yes, it does happen to spell out fart. So if you've heard me say, what are y'all looking to do at fart? That's why. But here we go. There's a little chatter going on. Might be some pit stops coming up. Who knows? Chris Golden holding strong on that bottom line. Let's see the chatter going on. As we see Hunter Carlson hits the stripe this time by 34 laps to go. So 34 laps to go. Daniel Jones is coming into pit. As now we see 34. I mean, these guys got to be getting close on fuel and tires, I would think. Let's see real quick. Get this to work. Chris Golden is coming into pit now. We have just been told. Just came on the radio and said 86 coming in. Daniel Jones leaving pit road as we see Bradley Young on pit road now. So now, Landon Brown also in. Austin Cansdale coming in. So this is it right here. This is going to be interesting right here. These green flag pit stops are really going to be interesting for sure. All right, and it looks like Chris Norris. Now we see our leader, Hunter Carlson, coming into pit. As we see right here. 30 laps to go, and Hunter Carlson, Austin Cansdale, Landon Brown, and Chris Golden all on pit road. As Jared Berlin has announced that he is pitting. Wayne Cannon will be your race leader. And I don't know. I mean, 30 laps to go. He might try to make this thing last. But I highly doubt that. But Joshua Tressler is the number 2 spot. Chris Norris. I'm sorry, not Chris Norris. I was reading the top. Hunter Carlson is in the 3rd spot. Jared Berlin in 4th. 5th, Austin Cansdale. 6th, Golden. Now Joshua Tressler comes in. So the only car that has not come in yet is Wayne Cannon. And we see everybody now going the lap down. That's just because there hasn't been anybody come in yet, as Tressler's going to hit pit road. So Wayne Cannon actually has lapped the whole entire field as we see Joshua Tressler coming in. Wayne Cannon continues to stay out with 28 laps to go. And Chris Norris is coming in, as now we see Wayne Cannon coming in. So he stayed out as long as he could, but he decided to come in. And Hunter Carlson will make up his lap, and he'll take back the race lead when all this cycles out. As we see Carlson working on Berlin. This is not for position. This is actually for Jared Berlin to stay on the lead lap. Wayne Cannon making his stop. Carlson, wow, got the big advantage. Jumps out to a 4-second lead over Austin Cansdale. Landon Brown was able to jump Chris Golden for the number 3 spot. There's old Landon Brown. There's Chris Golden. Rocking that 86 machine. And there's Bradley Young. Running in the number 5th spot. So great job by Bradley Young. To get up to the number 5 spot, but I mean, there's 25 laps to go. I just don't see Austin Cansdale making up this big of a gap. Austin Cansdale is praying for a caution. I mean, he's trying to. He needs a caution if he's ever going to get a chance to win this race. I mean, maybe if it was 3 second, yeah. Oh, and he almost caught a break right there as Chris Norris almost went around after getting loose right there in front of Cansdale. So, I mean, I wish I could have saw the look on Austin Cansdale's face when he saw that the 9 machine getting way loose, but he was able to retract from spinning out. So Hunter Carlson's your leader as we approach 22 laps to go. Austin Cansdale in second, Landon Brown third, fourth is going to be Chris Golden, fifth Bradley Young. Sorry, for the moment, fifth is going to be Bradley Young as him and Wayne Cannon are battling for this fifth position. And Wayne Cannon's going to move into the number 5 spot. Again, if you're just joining us, Wayne Cannon got a brand new sim rig, a brand new PC all this week. Put it together this weekend, first race out, and look at what he's doing. I mean, a top 5 has led tonight and looking really good in that 29 machine. And no, he did not pay me to say that all this good things about him. All right, so now here we go. As we work 20 laps to go in this race. Hunter Carlson continues to lead. Cansdale in second. And Landon Brown in third. Fourth's going to be Chris Golden. So Golden's going to miss out on an interview by just a little bit so far, unless we have a caution. But we may get, you never know. Might get a caution, who knows. These FWM races, when they drag out like this, they end up getting exciting at the end. So we're holding on to the edge of our seat because something could happen. As now we see Joshua Tressler trying to get around Bradley Young for the 6th position. Tressler. Oh, Bradley Young slams the door on him right there. Whoa. I mean, Bradley Young is all kinds of loose, but he's able to hold on to the position. Man, talking about an aggressive move from Bradley Young. Young holding on to the position. Tressler trying to get around him. Bradley Young pulling his best Ryan Newman impression right there. Making it hard for him to get around. But I cracked myself up, folks. As we hit 15 laps to go this time by. Hunter Carlson is going to be leader, followed by Austin Cansdale, followed by Landon Brown, followed by Chris Golden, followed by Wayne Cannon, followed by Bradley Young, Joshua Tressler, and Daniel Jones, Jared Berlin, Yogi Schleer, Chris Norris, and Lenny Brown, and Sean Ramsey, both out of the race. All right, there we go. 14 laps to go in this race. Austin Cansdale has cut it. Actually, he has not cut it. It's still growing. Almost a 6 second, actually it does hit 6 seconds lead over Hunter Carlson's got over Cansdale for sure. I don't know why, but I always get those two mixed up. You know, when you start calling those two a lot and they swap a lot, then it happens. But I mean, all in all, Austin Cansdale cannot be mad about this finish, you know, from getting caught up in the earlier wreck with Lenny Brown, who, I mean, there was no contact really, and was furious coming on the radio about it. Oh man, we may have this is brewing right here between Joshua Tressler and Bradley Young. Oh, watch out for that. See if that turns into something. But anyways, and then had the solo spin, just got loose. And to rebound, and if he's able to bring her home in second position, job well done, mission accomplished. Go win a championship. Try to win a championship at Bristol. But now we see Bradley Young all over the back of Joshua Tressler. Whoa, Tressler loose. As you saw right there, that car was doing its best Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift impression here at Newton, Iowa. Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. But here we go. And everybody enjoying their corn, both popcorn and their corn dogs, and all the corn you can eat here at Iowa Speedway. And Hunter Carlson continuing to lead over Austin Cansdale. And now we see Daniel Jones trying to get around of Gerald Berlin. And do I see smoke coming out of that 17 car? I don't think so. I don't think it's anything mechanical wise, but oh man, I just saw a bunch of marbles up on that track. So this track is not bad, and these tires, they might be bald before you know it. They might look like George Costanza off of Seinfeld. For all our older viewers watching, all the younger viewers, go Google it. But here we go as Bradley Young is riding around in the 7th position, lost position to Wayne Cannon, lost position to Joshua Tressler. So Bradley Young finds himself in the 7th position in the Studio 86 position, in the Studio 86 machine. As we see Austin Cansdale trying to get around Gerald Berlin and Daniel Jones. And hearing some great chatter as we have 5 laps to go in this race. Four laps to go right here at Iowa Speedway. Austin Cansdale has pretty much, it's going to take a miracle for something to happen, but Austin Cansdale, now Hunter Carlson's lead has grown to an 8.46, almost 8.5 second lead over Cansdale in the number 2 spot. But 3 laps to go as they work through the turns. 3, 4, and popsicle sticks go up in the air. 2 to go here at Iowa. And they're already giving Hunter Carlson the congratulations as he comes out of 3 into 4. White flag in the air for Hunter Carlson. Hunter Carlson started on the pole, didn't lead the first lap, but after that, he led every one of them. As he made his move, just dominated, outright dominated, took them behind the woodshed and just gave them all they got, as Hunter Carlson, coming out of turn 4, is going to win at Iowa. Austin Cansdale second, Landon Brown third, Chris Golden fourth, 5th Wayne Cannon, 6th Joshua Tressler, 7th Bradley Young, 8th Daniel Jones, 9th Gerald Berlin, 10th Yogi Schleer, and Chris Norris round out the field. We'll be right back right here, folks, for the post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere. All right, back here live with your winner, Mr. Hunter Carlson. Hunter, congratulations, man. This is, like I said, you took him behind the woodshed tonight. How does this feel?
This actually feels really good. Thinking this is the closest track to my home on the schedule, and honestly, probably one of my best tracks. I love Iowa. It just fits my driving style real well, and this means a whole lot.
Well, they were definitely hooping and hollering with their corn dogs in the air, eating their corn, their popcorn, all the corn that you can have for sure. How do you build on this though, for real, going on to Bristol next week?
Oh man, I really needed this for points. I knew Landon was there. He was creeping in, and I knew I needed to make a big statement tonight. And honestly, I wasn't expecting to come in and give him the butt whooping I gave him, but this really helps going in with a 19-point lead into next week. This is really big, and now I can just kind of go in and just try to win the race and do what I can.
All right. Well, is there anyone you'd like to thank out there?
Yeah, I want to thank TJ with Studio 86. He's always having my cars look good, and he's always my biggest supporter out there. I want to thank Victory Fuel and what they do for me. I want to thank Fast Angry Racing Team, Brad, TJ, of course, and everyone on there that helps out. And always love the support from everyone. I'm sure they're watching. I'm sure they're supporting me in the chat there. And just want to thank everyone that puts on this league and keeps it growing. And we keep getting bigger. We keep getting cleaner and cleaner every week. And if you guys are all listening on there, watching and everything, we're gonna put on a show next week, and hope you guys are there.
All right. Well, good luck at Bristol, and we'll see you there.
Thank you.
All right. And now we're going to be joined by our runner-up finisher, Mr. Austin Cansdale. Austin, what could you have done? I mean, talk about you come back from spinning out twice to finish second. What a run for you tonight, for sure.
Oh man, I had so many ups and downs, man. I can't even tell you how many times I came up and back and forth through the dang field, man. Maybe like 8 times. I know I got caught up in that first spin between Yogi and Joshua. I had nowhere to go there. Pitty got fresh tires. They were cold. I hit the seam just wrong coming out of 4 and spun it. And then I don't know what happened on the backstretch between me and the 83. All I know is I went straight and I went looking right at the infield wall, and I was like, well, this is fun. So it was a very, very eventful night for me. I mean, it feels good to be back in the podium after last week.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't there last week, but yeah, glad to have you back here. How do you build on this as you battle for this championship at Bristol?
Well, it's going to be kind of hard because I'm pretty sure Carlson just locked up the championship, if I'm not mistaken, with that win. But I'd like to end the season with a win at my home track at Bristol. It's one of my favorite tracks of all time. I love Bristol. So hopefully I can finally get the monkey off my back and hopefully get a win this season. I like to end strong and then go into whatever season we're going to run next. I think we're running a 2003 type schedule coming up soon. So I'd like to hit the ground running for that with a lot of momentum.
Were you even alive in 2003?
I was born in the beginning of 2003, so yeah.
All right. Well, congrats, Austin, and good luck at anyone you'd like to thank out there before you go.
I just want to thank y'all guys for what you do. I want to thank Cannon and everybody that helps run this league. I want to thank all my friends and family. I know I got Dylan, Grace, and Eric watching back home. They're my biggest supporters. They always love talking about watching the races and all that. That's about it.
Well, I hope they have good words to say about the commentating, but good luck next week at Bristol.
Thank you.
All right, that was Austin Cansdale, your runner-up. Now we go to the number 3 position, and that's where we found Mr. Landon Brown. Landon, talk about a great race for you. I know it was special getting to see your dad run tonight. Had a good run going until I don't know what happened, but then I looked up and he was out of the race. But talk about this 3rd place finish for you. Landon, do you got a copy? We'll have to see. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can get it again. Landon Brown, you got a copy? All right. Let's see if we can get him back in here. I think.
Here we go.
All right.
Yep.
There we go. There we go.
There
All
we
right.
go. Okay. I don't know what was going on. Yeah, so yeah, we had a really good run tonight. We just kind of missed it on strategy there at the end. I decided not to short pit. Wasn't expecting a long green flag run like that, but that's just how it works out sometimes. We still got third place. But yeah, it was nice seeing my dad come out and run with us this time. It was good to have a third place finish. Missing Dover last week, so like Austin said, I'm pretty sure Hunter locked up the championship, but it's been really fun running with both of those guys and competing each week.
Well, congratulations, man. Also on graduating high school. Welcome to the real world. But also,
I appreciate it.
no problem. Hope you got a lot of money for that graduation party. That was the best part of graduating for sure.
Oh yeah.
But how do you build on this going to Bristol?
Yeah, like I said, I think Hunter's got the championship locked up, but it's still gonna be fun going to Bristol. It's just one of those tracks that you're white knuckling it the entire time, so it should be pretty fun. We're gonna try and end this thing on a win, even if we can't win the championship. So we're just gonna throw the kitchen sink at it and see where we finish.
All right. Is there anyone you'd like to thank out there, bud?
Yeah, I gotta thank Eastern Technical Design, of course, and everything they do, putting this car on track and everything, doing broadcasts. Blue Line Soft Wash, Joyner Brothers Racing, W Energy, CRN, and of course Elevated TV for putting this on, and Four Wide Motorsports.
All right. Well, good luck at Bristol. We'll see you there, man.
Thank you, sir.
That was Landon Brown, your third place finisher. Now let's look at the results. Hunter Carlson's going to come out with the win and possibly locked up that championship. Put Austin Cansdale second, third, Landon Brown, fourth, Chris Golden, fifth, Wayne Cannon, sixth, Joshua Tressler, seventh, Bradley Young, eighth, Daniel Jones, ninth, Gerald Berlin, and 10th, Yogi Schleer. Now we look at further back and we find Chris Norris in 11th and Lenny Brown finishes in 12th. Sean Ramsey never made any laps, so he will finish 13th. Get that credit. Man, what a race. And like I said, next week, it all comes down. Hopefully, it's not just locked up tonight, but hopefully it comes down to next week at the world's fastest Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm Emmett Crow. And thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see you next week at Bristol on Elevated TV. Good night, everybody.